Michael Jackson was one of the greatest musicians to ever grace this planet, so it does not come as a surprise when some of the all-time greats hold him in such high esteem. Hello, and welcome to our channel. Today, we are going to talk about what hip-hop artists have to say about Michael Jackson, so let us begin. Drake kicks off the discussion by praising Jackson's early work. For Drake, Michael represented a benchmark of artistic excellence, establishing a bar so high that even the best performers would find it difficult to match. When Michael was only 11 years old, he accomplished accomplishments so remarkable that they inspired astonishment in even the most seasoned artists. Drake emphasizes that Michael Jackson was more than just talented. He was a prodigy whose abilities were astounding.
Wow.
Some Michael Jackson
Michael Jackson
on the cover of
Rolling Stone. What issue is this? This is number 81.
From 71.
From 71. I mean, I just finished watching the Off the Wall documentary, and if you ever think you're doing well in your career, you should definitely go watch that because you're absolutely nowhere near what this guy was doing. Why does this 11-year-old stay up past his bedtime? Because he is the greatest entertainer of all time, and that's what you have to do. You have to push yourself, and he pushed himself further and further. Did things that I can't even comprehend, like choreographed dancing and all instruments, like playing instruments, everything. I mean, he was the greatest.
Kanye West adds a social and cultural perspective by highlighting the importance of both his and Michael's families in shaping their identities. According to Kanye, Michael Jackson's influence went beyond the realm of music and the arts and into the realm of the civil rights movement, giving even more depth to his enormous legacy. He says,
in my life and creativity, it's been challenging. Yeah, it's been challenging and everything, but I was able to ascend to massive levels of heights and never stop, right? Because of the foundation that my mother and my father and my grandfather laid through civil rights, what Michael Jackson did with music videos and the ground he broke.
Michael Jackson's contributions to the evolution of music videos were groundbreaking. Kanye West has admitted that he wouldn't exist without Michael Jackson.
There would be no Kanye West if it wasn't for Michael Jackson.
Snoop Dogg takes the conversation to a global level by highlighting Michael's role as a unifying symbol of hope and peace. According to Snoop, Michael changed not only the music industry, but also the way music is received and appreciated by the general public. Michael wasn't just a celebrity. He was a beacon who inspired people all around the world.
Michael Jackson, his music and spirit represented love and peace around the whole world, and it influenced me in what I do, So for me to come through is just showing love and respect and paying homage to a great artist who meant so much to music in general. And the people right now, it's about Michael Jackson, his birthday, us celebrating, keeping his spirit alive, and they gave me a glove. I'm gonna take this to the house.
Say Michael Jackson, say happy birthday, say happy birthday.
Usher shares a story from his own life that reveals Michael's generous and helpful character. Michael emerges as a friend, mentor, and mediator away from the limelight. According to Usher's account, Michael's grandeur stretched beyond his musical talents.
That you were an artist in this century and was not influenced by Michael. I consider myself very fortunate to have had the opportunity to share the stage with him, to know him personally, and I am always gonna remember.
Ludacris agrees that Michael's influence is far-reaching, saying that it can be heard in every musical genre. Michael's influence may be felt in many corners of the music world, from hip-hop to jazz to rock. Ludacris claims that Michael's impact will last forever, serving as an inspiration to future generations.
Michael Jackson is like he's an artist. It's that type of thing. You heard of somebody's being a rapper's rapper. Michael Jackson, there's no genre of music that did not look up to this individual. And I guarantee you, everybody from rock and roll to jazz to blues to hip hop, everybody you could possibly think of that does music, period, is in mourning right now. So, handle it the way you got to handle it, pay homage. But I'm going to let you know this man's legacy will live on forever.
Anecdotally, Pharrell Williams describes Michael's colossal character.
Unbelievable.
You met him in person?
Yes.
Wow. When was this?
I don't remember the year. I met him 2 times. We talk about mind control. He was like a genius. They were like, okay, Michael wants to meet you guys. We get into the trailer. It's a 2-story trailer. The trailer has stairs. Okay?
The trailer has stairs.
The trailer has stairs. The assistant comes in, like, you guys can have a seat, so we sit down. He comes in. He's tall. He's standing there. 2 beautiful women walk in. He kisses one. Like, full on. It's a moment. It ain't like no peck. It's like a real situation.
Black girl, white girl.
They look Brazilian. So I'm like, wow, he's a G. He just is the king of catching you off guard, because he's just like, wow, wow, whoa, wow. So then, like, we're talking or whatever, and like, he's like, yeah, the meeting was supposed to be for us to meet to talk about music. Now remember, the songs he turned down, I don't think he realized that I was gonna give those songs to Justin. I'm going back in time for a second. So we're in the studio with Justin, and they were like, listen, you had a phone call on line 1. I'm like, yeah, what was it? Like, that's Michael Jackson. I'm like, man, get out of here. Right? Call back, line 1. I'm like, all right, cool. Who is this? Michael Jackson. And I'm thinking, like, you know, one of my friends calling from Virginia trying to be funny. They were like, listen, please pick up the phone. It's Michael Jackson. I'm like, man, hello. And I'm thinking it's my friend. And I heard someone eating popcorn in my ear. And that's how I knew it was him. He's just the king. He's the king of trolling. He's the king, like, I think he invented it. So he's like, hey. He's like, how are you? What are you doing? Okay. You working with Justin? Oh, that's really nice. That's great. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Well, you guys have a great session. Tell Justin I said hello. Hangs up. And Justin was like, who was that, Michael? I'm like, yeah.
Diddy adds depth by describing a star-studded celebration where Michael not only showed up, but also actively sought out another legend, Beyoncé. Michael's modesty and appreciation of the talents of other artists are highlighted in this account, which adds a new dimension to Michael's legacy.
Party for the MTV Movie Awards. You know, I was starting to plan to really do my entree onto the scene as an actor. You know, I invited everybody. Everybody was there. The Beckhams was there. I remember Beyonce was there. Jamie Foxx, Ashton, Cameron Diaz. I mean, it was Will Smith, Chris Rock. Everybody that was moving and shaking in Hollywood. So the party's going on. The party's up the chain. The party's already a success. I remember Beyonce had just dropped Crazy in Love. I remember that's what was just killing the dance floor. And she was there. And so I remember the DJ, you know, he ain't played yet, and the dance floor was warmed up, and everybody was saying, yo, we want to hear the new Beyonce joint. That's how hot it was. Security comes to get me and says, you have a guest here who wasn't on the list. And I'm like, who? He's like, Michael Jackson. I'm thinking they joking around. I'm thinking like, they trying to maybe punk me. This is like I think Punk was out during this time. I'm not knowing what's going on. So then I go towards the back by like where the catering was, and it's Michael. I'm like, Michael, what's up? Like, what you doing here? And he was like, I'm here with Brett Ratner. We came to the party. Is everything cool? Can we come? And I was always, impressed on how down to earth he was. But this is like extra down to earth. He's like asking, is it all right to come to the party? He's saying like, this party's really hot. Or you gotta invite me to more of your parties. And then he leans over to me. We taking some pictures. He leans over to me. He's like, where's Beyonce? And I'm like, I didn't think I heard him correctly. He's like, I heard she's here. Where's Beyonce? And I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me go find out where she's at. So I run up on B. B is on the dance floor. I'm like, B, Michael said he wants to meet you, whatever. And so I get Mike, bring him over. He's like, I love the record, whatever. He goes and tells the DJ to play the record. DJ plays the record, and I recall them dancing. I don't want to be quoted for that. That could have been in my imagination, but I do recall them dancing or something. But even if they never danced, that's the way it is in my mind. But I'm pretty sure that they did dance. But the whole recollection of that, it was so real that Mike recognized the greatness in Beyonce early, and didn't have no ego about it, and was ready to meet her and give her hugs. And he was also ready to go for his as a man. I think we all as men at that time wanted to dance with Beyonce. And I remember Michael had the courage enough to come to the party, ask for Beyonce, and even dance with her.
Jay-Z wraps up the debate by trying to make sense of Michael's discography. He compares the difficulty of picking a favorite album to that of deciding between food and water. His parting words emphasize Michael's exceptional status, which was recognized both during his life and after his death, which is quite unusual for legends.
Favorite album is I would say on Off the Wall, because I've been listening to it now. I got a couple favorites. Very difficult to say your favorite album, but you know, Off the Wall was one of those albums that were timeless, that didn't have a genre. It didn't have it was colorless. It was ageless. Like me and my mom listened to it. I listened to it. It was just like one of those things that the whole family, you know, listened to. I think it was the perfect album. I think Thriller, although it was the biggest album, you know, had huge records, but these records that were on Off the Wall was so timeless and, you know, emotional. And I'm about to get the buzzer like I'm at the Grammys, but
By combining them, we obtain a complete picture of Michael Jackson as a whole. From his early years as a prodigy to his latter years as a revolutionary global icon, caring mentor, multi-genre influencer, unforgettable personality, modest superstar, and eternally revered legacy. Although each artist brings a different perspective to the table, they all agree that Michael Jackson was a remarkable person and artist, and that his legacy is both complex and tremendous. So, that was all the time we had today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more Michael Jackson content.